What's going on, everybody? It's me, it's your old pal, it's the original gamer StevieStrow. And what game are we looking at here today, boys and girls? Well, we are looking at a game that is called Crystal City. It was made by a person named Jeremy Spiller for Sundog Systems, came out in 1990. And as you can see here, it is a very cool game for the Coco 3. Very fast, very smooth scrolling. This is using hardware scrolling. From what I read, obviously digital sound effects as well. Your goal here is to shoot everything that's bad and pick up the parachutes. The parachutes will help repair your shield. Your shield is like your energy or your strength of your ship. The speed of this thing, the pace of this, very, very fast. Colors are very good. I love how the screen flashes when things explode, like the kind of palleting effect there. Very cool. Sound effects, very good. Oh, look at that. Some of the scenery blew up, right? So when things explode, they do destroy the scenery. So there are something like 6 levels to this thing. I was reading the write-up on this on Curtis Boyle's Games List website. There's over 30 megabytes of data that was used to generate all of the scenery. It's all scrolling. There are 6 levels that are non-repeating scenery, so it's just a pretty cool game. And it's going so fast, I can't even keep my mind on what's going on here. Very fast-paced game here. You got to pick up those parachutes. Don't shoot the parachutes. Shoot everything else. You got things sneaking up on you from behind. See, my instinct is just to shoot everything. Shoot first, ask questions later. But you got to pick up the parachutes. That kind of reminds me of Time Pilot a little bit too. You know, in Time Pilot you had to grab parachutes. But yeah, the digital sound effects are really good. I didn't play a lot of Coco 3 games. By the time I got my Coco 3, I was already on to the Tandy 1000, so I wasn't playing too many Coco 3 games. So this is all new and exciting stuff for me. I think this game is pretty cool. It is blazingly fast. It is a lot to process, man, just to kind of keep your mind on what's going on here. There's a lot going on very quickly. Oh man, it's insane. It is absolutely insane. I keep getting rear-ended by that stupid red plane. Oh my god, I gotta get these stupid parachutes. Yeah, those things there are shooting through and blowing up the terrain. I think Curtis mentioned in his website that it's like level 5 or level 6 in this game. You actually have to cause explosions to destroy part of the scenery to get through it. This is insane. Oh my god. This is like, if you played Cosmic Avenger on the ColecoVision, this is like that game on steroids, man. It is so much faster. It is so much more difficult. These red ships here that come up behind you are just absolutely insane. I love the pulsating explosion stuff. Get out of my face, red spaceship. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is insane. Wicked fast. This is a wicked fast game. This is really good. When I had my original Coco 3, it was almost like, for me, it was almost like an afterthought to get it, because I kind of already mentally and psychologically moved on to the Tandy 1000. I stopped thinking about the Coco because I was in college. I was learning how to program. I figured I needed to learn the ways of the PC. So I had the Coco 3, but I didn't do a lot with it. And honestly, I only had a few Coco 3 games, and none of them really blew me away. So I didn't have a super high opinion of what the Coco 3 could do, because I had a poor selection of games to play, and I'm comparing it to a Tandy 1000, which is obviously a better machine. What I'm learning now and what I'm seeing is that there were so many incredible games developed for this thing, and just like the original Coco, it took a while for things to hit their stride. Some of the early games for the Coco 1 and 2 were not all masterpieces, so I think I want to play this one more time. So I think it took a little bit of time for people to really tap into the potential of the Coco 3, and especially, I think another thing too is some of the better games take advantage of a 512K Coco. And that wasn't a stock Coco. I mean, you could buy it in one of 2 ways. You could have bought it as 128K or 512K. My suspicion is that a majority of the original Coco 3s that were sold were probably your stock 128K Coco 3s. And some of these better games, especially the third-party ones, probably required a beefier Coco 3 that not everybody had. I know I didn't have one. I'm lucky I have one now. But yeah, I would have to say, for this being an 8-bit game, it's utterly impressive. The speed, the colors, the size of the spaceships. These are very large, well-detailed spaceships and objects on the screen. You know, good stuff, and it's blazingly fast. And this is everything you would want in a shoot 'em up type game. You know, you got all your stuff. I think the only thing I wish it had was rapid fire, so I didn't have to button mash, because I'm forgetting to shoot sometimes here. Oh my god, this is absolutely insane. Oh my god, look at all these things here. What is your score? I only have, what is that? I have 104 points? Man, your score is it's a very low scoring game. What is it, 1 point per hit? Oh my god. What is my shield like? So I'm trying to figure out what actually kills you. Is it the lack of shield that kills you? Because it seems like my shield bar is, unless it's off the screen and I can't see where it ends just yet. Man, this is insane. This is insane. Insane. So fast. Wow. I like how it kind of looks like bricks. Now I'm flying over mountains. I mean, the scenery changes. The scenery is good. I mean, it's happening so fast you really can't even soak in the scenery. There's a lot of scenery here. There's a lot of diversity in the scenery, but you don't have time to really notice it. I like the light blue background. That reminds me of like a ColecoVision style game. Yeah, so now I'm just kind of flying over mountains. I mean, the fact that you have like airplanes and helicopters makes it seem a little bit less like a space shooter. You know, it's definitely a little bit more terrestrial, although some of these things, look at these weird cities. Okay, so this must be what Curtis was talking about, that some of these cities maybe you have to get things to blow up and create holes for you to fly through. Okay, so I need the shield. Okay, yeah, now I can actually see the end of my shield bar. Okay, now I'm in a dark open space. Oh, this must be a boss. Okay, well, it was a boss, and the boss killed me. All right. I can't spell. Okay. That was kind of cool. That was kind of cool. So, looks like Nick Marentes has got the high score here so far in the version that I have. That's kind of not fair. But yeah, what a cool game. What a cool game this is. Crystal City. The Crystal City. By Jeremy Spiller. Copyright 1990. Released by Sundog Systems. Requires a Coco 3. Has to run off of disk. This will not run on cassette because it actually required 2 floppy disks. There was a game disk and then there was a levels disk that actually loaded in all the levels. And since everything is loaded into RAM, if I'm not mistaken, you needed to have a 512K Coco 3. But it's cool. This is a good display of what the Coco is capable of. I love this little attract screen here where the spaceships are just blowing each other up. And I love how it explodes and the colors kind of percolate there. That whole palette animation effect, it just makes it look like fire and everything else. So, excellent. Hope you enjoyed this video preview. If you haven't noticed on the bottom of the screen, I'm trying to give some shout outs to some key members and key artifacts of the color computer community. So one of the things you will notice is that there was a pop-up there for the Coco Crew podcast. Make sure you do listen to the Coco Crew podcast on cococrew.org. Great show. Also make sure you get the book, the Tandy Underdog book, the history of the color computer book. Great book. If you like my Coco videos, you might even want to check out my Coco DVD featuring a lot of my videos. This was a Coco Fest exclusive that is now available on my website, ogStevieStrow.com. So until then, I hope you enjoyed this video. I have been the original gamer, StevieStrow. Keep on gaming. Long live the Coco. And hey, have you got your Coco 3 yet? I got mine.